Hi everybody, welcome to Wiseman's Weekend Wellness Tips. Today I'm going to give some dietary recommendations for autoimmune conditions and just inflammation in general. I'm getting a lot of questions on this week because at Wiseman Natural Health we specialize in chronic pain and autoimmune conditions. So I end up seeing a lot of people with this, and a pretty standard question is, hey, what can I eat, in order to help this out? Which is a great question because food is medicine. If it's not strong medicine like a pharmaceutical, but this is something that, if we're eating something day in and day out, eventually, yeah, it's going to have an effect on our body. And this can be a negative effect or it can be a positive effect depending what we choose to eat. So there's some 5 basic tips that I have that anyone can use in order to help with autoimmune conditions and inflammation. First one is avoiding sugar. Really, that's key in America. We eat so much sugar in this country. It's excessive. It really is. And especially refined sugars. All of these refined sugars really have very little nutrients, and it just increases acidity in our body, increases inflammation. Bacteria, pathogens love to feed on this, and they can overgrow. There's just so many reasons why having too much sugar is a bad thing. So the more we can limit sugar, the better when it comes to inflammation and autoimmune conditions. Number 2 is just increasing your omega-3 fatty acids. This one we've probably heard of, so some of you might be taking fish oil supplements, flaxseed, these kind of things, and that's great, that helps. But really keep in mind, fish is, great source of omega-3s, but the fish get it from the sea vegetables they eat, the plankton, these kind of things. So we can eat that too. Seaweeds, these kind of things are very good for this. And really a lot of plants that just grow out in the wild have a certain amount of omega-3s in them anyways. So even if we're going to consume meat and proteins, as long as they're eating that grass and eating a wide range of a variety of different, things that grow wild out there, then that protein is automatically going to have more omega-3s in it too. That brings me to my second point. When you're eating protein, make sure it's lean protein and really limit it as much as you can. In America, the cuts of meat we eat are way higher in fat than a lot of other places throughout the world. And in general, just the portion of meat we eat is way too large. So the more you can limit those really fatty, cuts of meat, that's going to go a long ways towards decreasing inflammation and helping autoimmune conditions in your body. Number 3, decrease the processed foods that you're eating. When we're eating a lot of processed foods, these have very little nutrients that were in the original thing within there. Whether this is made from corn or peas or whatever, once you process it down, there's not much left in it that's actually good for us. And so that's not going to help, our immune system and inflammation within our body. From there, just eating plenty of vegetables and fruits, really that's huge. There's so many reasons why this is important. Not only, eating more vegetables is this going to give you, the vitamins and nutrients that you need to help with inflammation and these kind of things, but this is going to increase your fiber intake a lot. In America, we do not eat enough fiber. Most places around the world where they eat the healthiest diets, this is the Mediterranean, this is Asia, the amount of fiber they eat is so much more than what we eat in America. And a lot of this is because they eat a lot more vegetables on a continuous basis. Some of this has to do with not eating processed food, because again, you're usually processing out the fiber in processed food. But a lot of this comes down to just not eating the variety of vegetables that we should as well, and fruits too. So definitely increasing your vegetable and fruit amount is going to go a long ways towards helping out, any autoimmune condition and this kind of thing with it. So those are your main tips, that I have for you, just that anyone can do literally every day in order to help out, just kind of inflammation in their system, autoimmune conditions in their system. But of course, this all comes down to the fact that you have to be able to digest this. So if we are not able to absorb any of the nutrients, if our digestion is inflamed and just stuff is leaking through that shouldn't, then this is going to cause an overreaction in the immune system as well. So if this is a problem where you're having digestive problems, seek treatment for this. This is usually a good place to start when it comes to these kind of conditions. So this is where you might need some outside help, and you can always seek a practitioner in your area in order to help you out with this. Because from there, once you get that under control, then you can start eating these things on a daily basis that are going to help you, in the long run, be able to control whatever condition that you may have. So hope you enjoyed this tip this weekend, and share this video with any of your friends, anybody that you might think benefits this, and check us out next week. Thanks, bye.